reception. We visited with, and we probably had attendance well over 5,000 today. Looks like we have a few hundred here tonight, to say the least. Now, you know, a few months ago there were, well, how many candidates were there? There were 9. We're down to 4, but tonight I saw a statistic, we're in 3rd place when it comes to delegates, and that's what really counts. And we've only gotten started. Now, and we will spend our time in the caucus states because if you have an irate Tyler's minority, you do very well in the caucus states. Because if you have an energized group of people that are working in a campaign and actually believe in something, it's better to work in the caucus states. This is what's been so fantastic with the campaign. I've been doing a little bit of campaigning for liberty for a long time. But let me tell you, something big is happening in this country, and it's all very favorable. There's a mess out in Washington. They've created a mess. They've given us a lousy foreign policy. They've given us a lousy and they've given us a lousy recession. But where the wonderful thing is happening is in the grassroots. People are beginning to realize that the problem is too much government. We need more personal liberty. There's many brush fires of freedom being lit across this country today. We don't even know where they are. There are so many. But it is being translated into great enthusiasm and change. The change that we need. We don't need to have more government. We need to get rid of some of the ornery process of the government. We have, for instance, don't you think it's about time we had a new monetary policy? Constitution. Constitution. We need a strong national defense. We don't need to be the policeman of the world. Very simply, we should reject and not get engaged in any more wars that aren't declared properly and supported by the people. Just change your foreign policy, you would get a few supporters. If they only knew that the support for the freedom movement comes with a sound economic and a sound foreign policy that makes sense. Very simply means bringing our troops out and stopping all these undeclared. Spending their money here at home and not But in the last 10 years, fighting these unwinnable, undeclared wars, we have spent over $4 trillion more in the debt. and the American people are tired of it, and they're ready because they know this country is bankrupt. All great nations go down because they overextend themselves overseas. So I would say it's time for us to wake up. Don't wait for an economic crisis to hit when we have to come wimping home. We ought to just wise up, spend our money wisely, defend this country.
Bring them home!
Of the world is that ultimately is done at the expense of personal liberty. The purpose of all government should be the protection of individual liberty for each and every one. We need to repeal the Patriot Act. We need to repeal assassinate American citizens without We need to repeal the provision that says the president can use the military to arrest any American citizen and deny them. Very simply, the answer is send only people to Washington, send only people to the White House that know and understand and read the Constitution. Thriving nation is you enforce the concept of liberty. Enforce the liberty for each and every one of us equally.
Follow the law!
Together because people will use their liberty in different manners, but we don't have to fight over how they use their liberty as long as they assume responsibility for themselves as a consequence of we should have a right to keep the fruits of our labor as well. We don't have to reinvent something. We can improve on our past, but we had a great past. We had a great constitution. We had a great middle class, the richest and the biggest middle class ever, and we've undermined it with excessive spending, excessive taxation, a monetary system that is flawed, and a foreign policy is flawed. So all we have to do is return to our roots, and in a short time, we could have our peace and our prosperity and our reliance on ourselves with our personal liberty. It's been a great week for the campaign, and believe me, it's been a great past 4 years, because 5, 6, or 7 years ago, they really didn't know exactly what was happening. But with the crisis that hit, both the economic crisis that we had 4 years ago, the realization of the significance of our Federal Reserve System, as well as our flawed foreign policy, the people know about it, they're awakening to this, they're listening to this message. It's up to us to do something about it. Political action. That means attending the caucuses and sending a powerful message to this country that we want our freedoms back. We don't want more government.
fucking awesome.